All right, folks. This is part two. Uh, it's 8:20. After 8:20 on Sunday, I got 8:21 by my cell phone, 8:24 by or 8:25 by alarm clock, and all. I got about 10 minutes or so that I can play around with. That I got to set here before I can start locking up to leave work and be able to kind of sort of get away with it without being talked to or chewed out too bad, talked to too dirty, or uh, got on to too bad by the higher ups and all. Uh, Night shift or the ones that just work getting off at 8 o'clock done came out and all. But got to give them by company policy. I got to stay here till a certain time. You know, I can't start locking up over say 20 minutes till, because sure as I do, if I try to lock up 25 or 30 minutes before 9, 8:30 or before 8:35 or 8:40, and as soon as I get locked up halfway to the front gate, there'll be a supervisor want to come out the back gate. Maybe I ain't giving away too much about where I work at. I don't want to name any company names, and get in trouble and stuff. Get you to what you doing, calling the company name in a video and posting on Facebook, da 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 da, blah blah blah. You get sued, fired. Blah, blah. They want us to fire you because you mentioned the company name. So all I will say, I'm doing security work, in South Alabama. I ain't even in this video. I ain't even gonna say what county it's in, But some of y'all may know where it's at, and I'll see my face and know where it's at. Some of y'all may work here and work in the actual plant where I'm working security at through a contract company or through a company that company's got a contract with. It's one of them lowest bidder gets the contract type deals, And and here in a minute, in this what I call a guard shack, what's commonly called a guard shack, and I'll show you the bathroom I got to deal with. Yeah, it could be worse. At least I got a bathroom inside, So thank God for that, you know. But I wish I had as much room in this one back here. I say back here because it's at the back gate to the plant that I'm working at. Plant, company, whatever you want to call it. And move this tablet on out a little bit where you can see my ugly face a little bit better. In case you had to come to the emergency room and identify me. But if God forbid if it ever comes to that. But I'm telling you, that's the yard truck coming out. I thought that was another employee coming out, but yard truck was coming up from the back parking lot. But dude's got the brightest lights on that yard truck, man. Got brighter lights than some of these newer model vehicles I passed going up down the road. Man, I'm telling you, that's one soapbox topic to touch on. Man, these headlights, man, they put on these newer model vehicles, man. Man, they outrageous. You would think it's darn some of the old KC fog lights, like Chuck Norris had on his Dodge in Walker Texas Ranger, any of y'all that's ever, any of y'all ever live in the South and seen any of them lit up and all, y'all know how bright they are. So this yard truck's got headlights on it about as bright as some of the old KC. Y'all that grew up in the 80s, 70s, 80s, y'all know y'all know what I'm talking about when I say KC lights. A lot of guys got them on their roll bars that they got in the back of their pickup truck. Not ladder racks, roll bars. There's a difference. Ladder rack, if you see a ladder rack, it's carpenter, construction worker or something, roll bars like Walker had. For those y'all don't know the difference. But speaking of difference, while I'm on that subject before I get sidetracked, a ladder rack, it looked like the frame of a cage, without without any thing wrapped around it. It looked like the frame of a box, that you put ladders on. And a lot of times, guys have, ladders on it, lumber, tubing it, like a plumber uses a lot of times, lays plumbing up on, like his PVC and stuff, or hang a leg. 831 just had another one come out, another employee. And I also see what I mean when I say I gotta hang around for so long after 8:30 at Central Time, that is. Being done said, told you what region I'm in, what state, so I try to hang around till about 8:35, 8:40. A lot of times, by the time I get to the front gate, chit chat a little bit with the second shift guard, get one that's working now. He's one of the ones I usually chit chat with for a few minutes. Try not to actually leave through the front gate till about 5 or 10 minutes till, so that way, I can say, well, if the higher up say anything, I say, well, I was on property till 10 minutes till, and usually, you can get away with leaving 10 minutes early. So technically, I'm still on property if I'm sitting at the front gate chit-chatting, at 10 minutes till, not try to get out of work, say leave work an hour early, but now, hey, if my relief gets here an hour early, like if I'm working the front gate, hey, if my relief gets here, if my relief gets here an hour early, hey, we get in trouble for hanging around too long after our relief gets here. It's one of them screwed up policy things, they don't want you hanging around more than 5 or 6 minutes after your relief gets here. But then, if you don't want me leaving, say, an hour early, get on to my relief for getting here now, coming in an hour early. We got some guards that are good about coming in 30, 45 minutes early, and relieving you, which is good, especially like if it's still early enough in the evening. If you got a bill to pay or something, and you want to get there and pay your light bill before if you just work, say, first shift, and you want to go by the electric company to pay your light bill before they close. So if your relief gets here at 2 o'clock, you could still stay here till 2:30, 2:45 on a weekday. If you work, say if the boss lady and the training officer both had to be out, not calling no names, just say use their rank. We'll use their rank. Say if they both had to be out, and say one of us other guards had to fill in on first on a weekday by ourselves, and say second shift guard come in if he came in at 2 o'clock, yeah, I may hang around. In that instance, I may hang around 15 or 20 minutes. If we get chit chatting, I lose track of time, and then leave 20, 2:20, 2:30, Second shift guard that works Monday through Friday, he pretty good about coming in early. But daggone, man, I want to wring his neck sometimes because when I have to come in on third and relieve him, these times he don't even give me time to get parked and get out of the truck, and he's halfway out the gate. Oh, I'm tired. I told him, I said, man, I know what it is. You think you worried that your wife's got a boyfriend, you trying to catch him in the bed with your wife. Oh, no, my wife don't do that. Not that I'm accusing his wife of doing that, but he acts like that's what he's worried about. Me and his son went to school together, I can mess with him like that and know that he ain't gonna take it sure enough serious and try to jump on me over it, But anyway, let's see, y'all. A lot of my videos, if this whole posted videos thing goes good and I get the hang of it, most of my videos are gonna be like, if any of y'all ever seen the episode of Family Guy, where Peter gets the job there for a little while at the TV station, has a segment on the evening news. I think it's kind of like the old Earl Pitts that used to come on 96.9 out of Dothan, or 95.5 or 96.9 out of Dothan. Used to come on in the mornings, and it was kind of indirect parody of that. It reminds me a lot of that because old Earl Pitts, he'd always it makes me so mad. You know what just ticks me off? Well, Peter, he got him a job at the station and had a segment called You Know What Grinds My Gears? Well, a lot of my videos is going to be along that lines, kind of soapbox, you know what, kind of like the bathroom I'm going to show you here in a few minutes during this video. I swear you got more room in a porta potty. Turn the light on. My alarm's going off is 8:35. So I'm going to be locking up here in a few minutes. By the time I get done with this video and get shut down and wrapped up and everything, it'll be close enough time I can get away with leaving, locking up and leaving. But turn the darn fluorescent lights on in this bathroom, man. Oh, it looks like look like one of these lights on a stage at a big concert, Looks like it almost is in this little old bathroom. The brightness would be close to like stadium lights at a football stadium. That's about how bright it is. I mean, you come in here and work this 2-hour night shift like I'm working tonight, and you done got used to low light. Your eyes done got used to the low light of darkness outside. I mean, it's February in South Alabama. It's dark by 5:45. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all that live born and raised down here in South Alabama. Y'all know what it's like in February. December, January, February. 5:45, man, it's dark. I mean, dark enough for headlights, or dark enough you got to start turning your headlights on, or at least your running lights, marker lights, or whatever you want to call them. But anyway, like I said, most of my videos it's gonna be a kind of a wide array. I'll bounce around. I'll start on one subject. I might get off it, come back to it. Be kind of like a rambler. Just back and forth, bouncing around like a rubber ball. Which is kind of the way they do me here at work. Man, I get so aggravated with them. Man, I'll be well, boss lady. If y'all ever heard that term, subject to change, she uses that term like it's enforceable law. Like, kind of like marijuana being illegal. Well, alcohol used to be illegal too, but they legalized it. But, so they might as well go ahead and legalize marijuana. I say hashtag legalize it, you know? So, because legal or illegal, you gonna have people abuse it. People was abusing alcohol before it was legal. People still abuse it, and it's legal. You know, I'm surprised they ain't dropped legal purchasing age of alcohol. Back in '99, 23 years ago, my senior spring break trip was everybody else going to the beach. I went north. My stepdad at the time was a truck driver for a trucking company out of Dothan, and the first load he had, we had to pick up a load of paper down here at the paper mill. About 2 hours west of here, where I'm at, and take it to a place called Escanaba, Michigan, up on the what they call the Upper Peninsula. It's on the west side of Lake Michigan. I got a picture of me standing on the rocks on the west coast of Lake Michigan. That was a pretty good trip, man. It was. I seen a dude had a F-150 parked on the ice, man. It was still froze over enough. And this was in end of March, 1st April of '99, and he had bigger family jewels than what I got, because I wouldn't have been parking my truck on the ice over a lake unless it was 3 foot thick. I ain't gonna be parking my truck on the ice, man. How stupid you gotta be? But and I'm hoping I got enough battery life in this thing to finish this video and do what I'm gonna do. But anyway, let's see, y'all. I want to send another shout out to a friend of mine I went to school with. She lives down in Florida. Y'all already know I'm in Alabama, so send a shout out to friend Danielle Stafford. Danielle, if you see this, call me anytime. Just want to talk, whatever. I know there's times you got a lot going on, that gets to you and everything. If you ever need anybody to talk to, my contact information's on my Facebook and my Facebook info and all. I've sent you my number in Messenger. Call me anytime. I may not have all the answers, but hey, I'm a good listener. And love you to death. I'm here if you ever need me. And Sissy Chancey White, that goes for you too. Any of y'all need somebody just to unload on. I'm a good sounding board. I may not have the answers y'all looking for, but I'll listen. I'll give you my opinion if you want it. Whatever. And But let's see. Don't know what a whole lot else to say. These videos are pretty much gonna be, hit and miss. You know, you know, pick up where the last one left off. Say what I'm wanting to say while I got it on my mind and everything. I'll be probably putting in plugs for a lot of people. Uh, uh, those of y'all that in the having firearms, uh, check out Lakeside Lakeside Gun Barn up here on Gant Lake. Uh, look them up. Uh, get up with me. I can give you their number. Or it's run by two brothers. They running it on the side. They got day jobs, so you may want to call them and see when they're gonna be open. They right next to a restaurant called the Buckboard, back behind the Power South. I wasn't gonna call any names of any companies, but just to give you an idea of where the neighborhood of where they're located. If you don't know where the Buckboard is, you'll turn off right there on the road right before you get to the Connecticut River where the Power South power plant is, and go up in there and take a left and another right and go up, and they'll be on the left. And I'll get with me. I give you their number, and you can get directions from there. You can Google map them. Buckboard, they're a little pricey, but they good place to eat. Rancho Grande, the two Rancho Grandes here in the county where I'm at, they got good eats if you like Mexican. Amore and Tacos, they got good eats. Their quesadilla burger's good. If you go to Rancho Grande, their El Rey's good. If you get the El Rey though, be sure to bring your appetite. And their Chipotle burger is good at Rancho. King Buffet, if you like Chinese, they pretty good. It'll fill a hungry spot. Lunch is like less than $12. You'll have change out of a $12 bill. Huddle House is pretty decent. Of course, Captain D's is good. If you're over here in the county I'm in. Uh, uh, I'm waiting on the Pizza Huts to start in my hometown and in the town where I'm working at to start their lunch buffets back. Of course, I don't know what their excuses are but every time I ask, they waiting on the manager to tell them when they're going to start back. I love going to the Pizza Hut during their lunch buffets, or did when they was having them. But let's see. Like I said, I'm coming up blank. Just put a few ads out there. I'm currently looking for a vehicle. I mentioned in the last video, my brother-in-law's let me borrow his vehicle to come back and forth to work on, have transportation. S&D over here is supposed to have a remanufactured transmission from a little Ford Ranger 94, but it's held up in shipping because I can't find a core to remanufacture. So maybe by the end of this month, 1st of March, I'll have one. If any of y'all know anybody's got a vehicle that's in good shape for sale that they'd take $3,000 or less for, I'm almost to the point of taking a 4-door SUV, small SUV with a as long as it's automatic and got a V6, I ain't looking for anything over a V6. 2-wheel drive. I don't need anything more than 2-wheel drive. I'll take front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, just as long as it's 2-wheel drive and automatic. And I'm looking for a V6 because I tend to go over to Enterprise. And if any of y'all ever went Enterprise on 134, went all the way to Main Street on 134, and all y'all know them a 4-cylinder, unless it's front-wheel drive, it don't like to pull them heels too good, And during V8, let me tell you, in this F-150 with that Triton motor, $15 worth of gas don't go too far unless you sitting at home. Unless you sit at home for, 24 or 36 hours, in between, space it out. Because them V8s, man, they go through. And I just put $17 worth in, and it still didn't even get. It got within a quarter of a tank of being 5 gallons, or a quarter of a gallon from being 5 gallons. And like I said, if any of y'all know where I can get any place that carries a good stock of ammo, I'm looking for some regular 357 Magnum. I'd like to find me some PMC bronze. I'd like to have, just a regular ball ammo. I ain't got to have hollow points. I like to keep some hollow points, for special occasions, for self-defense or something, or if I'm out hunting, and I'm carrying my 357 for a sidearm, or if I, basically it'd be kind of like a lightning jack situation. If I'm loading hollow points, it's in case I run up on something that I'm intending on killing. If I'm just loading regular ball ammo, I may shoot to stop. Looking for 20 gauge and 12 gauge high brass, 3-inch. I'm good on 410 right now. So if you know anybody in the Tri-County area where I'm at, if you want to know exactly where I'm at, go to my Facebook. My primary Facebook, my picture will be of me without a beard, standing next to a gray-haired dude with a camouflage shirt on. There'll be a Budweiser clock behind us, and you can go there. Well, if you've seen this video, you already at it, So just look at my about info if you want to know any details, where I'm at, who I work for, and all other than that I do security. We are needing guards, so if you're an older person just looking for something to do and don't mind making minimum wage, just looking for something to do, get with me and I can tell you where to come to apply and what days and times. And and But anyway, I'm going to unplug right quick and show you this bathroom while I got it on my mind. And turn the light on in here. See, you can see how bright this light is, and maybe I'll get a good shot of it. Try to do a good panning. I swear you got more room in a porta john, or for you ladies, porta jane. I will try to be politically correct every now and then. And but it's 8:51 by my cell phone. I'm gonna start locking up. Go by Walmart, try to post these videos. You know, and before they close at 11. And it's done been 30 minutes on this video. And and just just so she won't get offended that I didn't call her name. Uh, props to my sister Linda Pate, for the times I've used her car to come back and forth to work. I call it the clown car because I'm a big boy. She got a small car, Hyundai Elantra or something like that. But I'd a whole lot rather have her car than my brother-in-law's truck. But if it's, no, between no way of going at all or his truck, I'd rather have his truck than no way of going because at least it does run, you know. And, uh, and like I said, just all the props in the world to brother-in-law Tim Pate for, being patient with me, while I'm out of a way of going and searching for a way of going. If any of y'all know where a newer model Ranger is, it ain't so hard to find a transmission for that's running that somebody's got for sale, 3,000 or less range, long as it's automatic V6, two-wheel drive. I'd like to have an extended cab that's got the back doors that open up, but as long as I can fit in it and drive it and everything, that's the main thing. As long as it don't need a motor and everything and all that, as long as I can buy it, get in it, crank it, and drive it, and then ain't falling apart like this one I went and looked at. The dude would have had to come down to 1,500 for me to buy that one because it would have probably took the other 1,500 that he was asking right at 3,000 for it. He would have had to come down to 1,500, so I could have took the other 1,500 and had it worked on to get it up to par. It was an extended cab, but it didn't have the doors that open. The back doors that open, what I call those suicide doors, like a lot of the old hot rods had back in the 30s, kind of like the old 34 Ford Coupes had, like a lot of ones you seen the gangsters drive, like Dick Tracy and them drive back then, that open from front to back instead of from back to front, like the front doors are the ones nowadays do. I ain't picky about brand name and all. The trouble I'm having finding transmission with my Ford now has just about got me, got me burned on Ford, you know. But just been a good one. I've had it since 2005. I ain't never had no problems finding when it been like mechanical work on the motor that needed doing. I ain't never had no problems like alternators, batteries, uh, water pumps, nothing under the hood except for the transmission. And on this one of them, it's got to be VIN number specific and all that. I'm tempted to tell them, say, hey, if y'all can find a motor and tranny combo that somebody would get rid of, I'll trade them the motor that's in it and everything, plus a little money for a motor and tranny combo. And anyway, it's coming up on 35 minutes on this one. And I got one other thing I'm gonna do on my tablet before we start locking up. And It's been old Big Ox Scott Wilkes, and we'll catch y'all again. And all we gonna get out of him. And all got my time sheet done. All I got to do is just grab up my stuff, load up, and make like a newborn baby, load up and head out, you know, and everything. And like you said, shout out to all my buddies. Chuck Messick, love you, brother. And I can't wait to see you again, man. We need to get together sometime. Can't wait, need to get together. You need to bring your guitar, come by the house, drink a few, take a chew, act like a few old porch honkies, take a shot of Fireball or something, talk about Daddy and Papa Charlie, uh, but go fishing or something. Talk nasty about somebody when they ain't around. You know how that goes. When you with your old buddies, oh, you remember so and so? Oh yeah, he turned out to be a drug addict. But you know how it goes. You get talking about stuff, catching up on old times. Hey, you seen those so and so lately? Oh yeah, last I heard he was in jail. Wife got cheating on him. He called her. You know how it goes. Just catching up. First one thing and another, and all and all. But anyway, we're gonna cut y'all loose and all. Shout out to and all the ones that may come across this that down at Beulah Church. Love y'all. Love y'all. Still think about y'all. Ben Prater, Gina Prater, Haley and Lauren. Love y'all. Just seen my cousin today, Bree. Had lunch at IGA. And I'll shout out to Travis Rogers. Love you, brother. And I'll give me a holler sometime. You're going to have to quit kicking that daughter in the knee, man. Ain't no sense in that. She rolling around in a wheelchair with that knee brace on. Go out and kick a tree or something. Don't be kicking on baby girl. She didn't do it. Take it out on the old tree stump or something. But anyway, love y'all. Catch y'all later. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, old Hank Sr. used to say. And but if y'all heard that, front gate guard's doing the radio check. But anyway, we're gonna cut y'all loose. And as truck driver's buddies would say, catch y'all on the flip flop. Shout out to my truck driver buddy Shadow. He knows who he is. And if you see this, Shadow, love you, brother. Have a safe trip out to California. And enjoyed last night having supper with you at Rancho Grande. Had him. If y'all don't know him, he got him a nice pit bull mama dog that rides on truck with him. He drives truck for a guy that got a trucking company right down the road from my house. Sweet dog. Everybody make pit bulls out to be mean. But, dogs are like youngins. If you raise them mean, they're going to turn out mean. If you raise them, up playing with them, they're going to be playful. I may not know about youngins, but I know about dogs. I've had dogs. I've always raised mine playful, and they always turned out playful. So, it makes sense. But anyway, just over 40 minutes in, and I don't know. We'll catch y'all later. Catch y'all on the flip flop, and I don't know. God bless y'all. Pray that y'all wake up in the morning to a new, bright new day, and all, and all. Just live life best you can. The old song goes, it's your thing, do what you gonna do, baby. And all, and y'all just live life best you can. You know, uh, give give your kids and dogs hugs and kisses for me. And all, and most of y'all, as old Catfish Cooley would say, don't nobody else love you. My fat butt does. And y'all know who you are. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Getting a little hoarse. Gonna give me some water and wrap up, and lock up, and head on back home. So God be with y'all, and just y'all have a blessed night.